All right. We are here and we are playing some Dungeons and Dragons. Hello and welcome to day 2 of the Tour de Xerdani. Up first today is the Nobles Archery event, starring the one, the only Sir Bartholomew Dennington.
Oh, stop.
Let's see. I mean, Barty
You're making me blush.
did all right last year. He did okay.
Yeah, he did.
He did
He did okay. We'll see. He didn't win, but he got, what was it, like in the top 3?
He was top. Yeah, he was top. He was up there.
Yeah.
And
He
I'm
beat
just
his sister, and that was the big win for him.
that was the big one. So the big
yes.
let me go through the list of competitors here. The Laird Robin, son of Dunair, son of Fjaller, the Stavanger of Clan Flunger from Scarefell. That is the person who was the runner-up last year. Also, that's first seed. Second seed did not do well last year. Still trying to get redemption here is Miss Amaranta Dennington, daughter of Sir Denisil Dennington the third. Third seed is Fesdia Abadi, nuncio to the West Marchers. Now, this is part of the Church of Light, one of the more known members of the Church of Light. We have Sir Jace Canthar, Knight of the Crown's Guard. We have Jorn Savilson of the Silver Pass from the Sun Peaks joining us. We have the Lady Caitlin Crosley, Captain of the Lonely Gull, from Gills Finder. She's here. She's a working mom who loves a kid. And we've got Lavessa of the People's Mountain. Lavessa actually was just part of the team that lost in the banner grab to the Nobles West Marchers. So this is someone that just got beat.
Let's go.
And of course, finally, we have the Master, Bartholomew Dennington, Sir Bartholomew Dennington, son of Sir Denisil Dennington III. All right. Of course, representing the West Marchers and representing the faction of Kirindel, who has sponsored this participant. That is the only...
Thanks, Kirindel.
Barty's the only one sponsored in this event. So that's... it's interesting that no one else was like, yeah, let's go up against Barty. But so high hopes here.
What are the colors, the house colors for Kirindel? What is their insignia?
Ooh, I can actually pull that up. I think.
Please do.
I might be able to pull that up.
Because I think part of the sponsorship is that Barty is wearing a robe in the colors with the insignia on the back. He that was a part of the sponsorship deal, is that he has to advertise. You know how the race car drivers have the logos on the jackets? It's like that sort of deal. Every article of clothing he's wearing today has the insignia.
Incredible.
Oh yeah.
He's just decked out.
Absolutely.
Let me pull it out because I do have that. One shots, logos, exports. Here we go. Kirindel. Fascinating. Wow. I have it on the wrong computer. So let me see if I can get it up on this. Gosh darn it. Kirindel looks like it's 3 trees with it's 3 white trees representing the white trees of Kirindel. There's a white tree of Gondor, which is the inspiration, but they're the 3 white trees of Kirindel. And I am going to quickly put these up here so I can get it over to you. But yeah, it's it is the 3 white trees of Kirindel. And less than a minute away, over here, TTRPG, less than a minute away. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Here we go. I'm going to bring this over here and open it up. It is super compressed at the moment, but if I cut to this, it looks like that.
Lovely. So sort of white trees on a dark blue background.
Yep, that's the idea.
You got the flag animation? God, great touch. Very cool.
I'll share all of those, but yeah, we have waving banners for all of the people. It's actually in the live stream of the faction draft or the tour draft. You can see after they cut or they make one. Yeah, Alex saw it.
So sick.
So Barty enters the arena. He's doing some like very like Royals sort of wave, you know what I mean? Like as he's like blushing a little bit and the seagulls are flying above him. And yeah, he's wearing he typically wears like when he's out adventuring, a camel colored like jacket that sort of doubles as armor. And he does have that on, but over top of it is this like knee length, sort of like, or actually no, it's a little longer, sort of like a shell jacket that is dark blue with the 3 white trees on the back. And he also underneath is wearing, he likes the insignia of Kirindale because it reminds him of the Dennington signet, which is a white falcon on a light blue background.
Yeah.
And he's thinking about his insignia and he's like, oh, it's for me, it's not a falcon, it's seagulls. And like, he's sort of like thinking about that as he's walking into the arena in this moment.
Absolutely incredible. And as he walks in, the crowd is going crazy. This is again, the tilt yard is the biggest one. Yes. Let me see if we can do.
I knew that there was some.
We've got. There it is. We have. Yeah. We have the entire tilt yard has been turned into the archery range, 600 feet or more of just a massive field with different targets at different levels. The first round is going to be showcasing the tighter coverage and the shorter ranges of the light crossbow and the short bow. This is a distance of 80 feet. A simple straw target painted with a bullseye and rings sits in the field 80 feet away from the line, at which 8 competitors, all named earlier, of course, step up to wielding their bows. So in this point, I would like you to pull out your, I believe, do you have you have the crossbow, right? Like a light crossbow?
Yeah. I have he has a heavy crossbow.
He has a heavy crossbow. He is presented with a light crossbow to be used during this event.
Great.
And you are able to use this. It is going to be, of course, your a D20 plus your dexterity plus proficiency if you have it. And then there are different DCs for hitting either the outer ring, middle ring, center ring, or bullseye. There is 1 point for hitting the outer ring, 2 points for hitting the middle ring, 3 for the center ring, and 5 points for hitting the bullseye.
Great.
All right. So, Alex, I'm going to ask you to help roll some dice for the NPCs. I'll roll a couple dice as well. This is the nobles tier, so everything gets boosted 1 more point. So Laird Robin and Miss Amaranta Dennington have a plus 5 to their to their hit. Fesdia and Jace have a +4. Yorn and Caitlyn, Lady Caitlyn, have a +3. And then Levessa has a +2. Barty, you use your own bonuses.
Super.
All right. So here we go. We are going, we're starting it off. And let's go with up front. Basically, everyone in a line is firing at the same time in game, but out of game, we're going to go down the line here. So if the three of us would like to roll for the NPCs, or it's up to you, Casey, if you just want to roll for yourself. Hold up.
I can roll for NPCs. That's fine.
Incredible. So we're going to do...
How many NPCs would you like me to roll for?
We have 8 total competitors, and there are 3 of us. So let's each do 2. And then, Alex, you can roll for Levessa. And, of course, Casey will roll for Barty.
Great.
So first round is Robin, Amaranta, and Fesdia.
Am I doing Amaranta since she's also a Dennington?
Absolutely.
And you said that was a +4?
That's a +4. Or excuse me, +5.
Okay, cool.
+5 for them.
I'll roll for the +4. Who was that again?
That's Fesdia.
Fesdia.
Great. So D20 and add that bonus.
$25. Rolled nat 20.
A nat 20 rolled a 25. Jesus. Okay. Very good. Very fucking good. Amaranta really coming in.
Strong,
14,
kind of hot.
14 on the dice for 18 for Fesdia.
18. Okay, so we've got points coming in. Right off the top, the first 3 knock their arrow, loose it, right into it. Robin hits on the outer ring and gets 1 point. Fesdia hits on the middle ring for 2 points. And then Amaranta comes up and fires. Does Amaranta have a short bow or the crossbow? Which one does she use?
I mean, she has aptitude in all of them.
Mhm.
But we're in the... I think that it's a short bow.
It's a short bow. With her short bow, there's like a gleam in her eye and a look towards Barty as she fires.
Yes.
And with a natural...
She doesn't even look at the target. She like sets up and then looks at him and then let's go.
Bullseye. Right in the middle. 5 points to start it off. She is... here we are. Okay. Jace, Yorn, and the lady Caitlyn Crosley will now join the event. So this is... Yeah, here we are. Jace is a plus... Let me see. 5, 4... Jace is a +4. Yorn is a +3. And the lady Caitlyn Crosley is a +3. So who would you like to roll for here?
I'm going to roll for Caitlyn Crosley.
You got it. +3.
Okay.
I'll roll for Yorn.
Yorn Salveson. Incredible. I'll roll for Jace. Okay. All right.
14 on the dice +4 is an 18.
For the lady Caitlyn Crosley. Incredible. For Yorn?
That is a 19 on the dice +3 for a 22.
Yorn's coming in. All right. And Sir Jace Canthar, Knight of the Crown's Guard, the winner of last year's Nobles Archery event, rolled a 5 on the die, +4. Yeah, +4. That's going to give him a 9, and he is going to miss the outer ring, totally miss the target from short range.
The audience gasp.
Yeah.
Audible gasp goes through the crowd.
We should have that. Do we have? I'm looking at. Oh my god! There it is.
There we go.
Bouncing between them. All right. So we've got. I should have. They don't have it so that you can put those sound effects on your stream deck, like inside Discord. There's no way to link it to Discord yet, like easily. You know, so I haven't done it. It's like you have to sit down and like figure out how to do it. I'm not doing it.
Right.
Okay. That being said, your Jace totally miss wide left. Caitlin Crosley comes up, fires with an 18 total. Does get into the middle ring for 2 points. Very admirable here, and Yorn gets it in the center ring. Not quite a bullseye, but is looking good, sitting pretty. We now have Lavessa and Sir Bartholomew Dennington. Lavessa gets a +2 to her roll.
Lavessa with a 13.
13 total. You got it.
14 on the dice, +8 for a 22.
Now we're fucking talking. That's 8 at 22. So Lavessa aims, looses the arrow, and gets it within the outer ring. She's still rattled from yesterday. Meanwhile, Barty lines up. How does Barty approach?
This is a short crossbow event.
It is.
Okay, so because he's being sponsored by Kirindel, all of the archery paraphernalia that he's using that's not owned by him is white. It's like been painted white. So he steps up. He sort of like looks at it, sort of like understands the dimensions of it. It's very similar to what he uses. Looks at the target, and for a moment, like he sees through the eyes of one of his birds that's like hovering over the crowd, and he's like, "Stop!" And he like exhales and comes back in and sees through his eyes again. But like being flustered for a moment actually helps him because it like takes his like pressure off of what's happening. So he just like raises very gracefully and pulls the trigger. And it's only after like the thwop on the target has happened that he's like, "Oh, I did quite well." It's like sort of a surprise to him.
Incredible. Yeah, and it's in the center ring. So we are at moving forward. The current leader is Amaranta Dennington, Miss Amaranta Dennington, and followed closely behind by Jorn Salvelson and Sir Bartholomew Dennington. These are the top 3 moving into the second round. The second round. Oh, go ahead.
Can Barty go up to talk to his sister?
Yeah, absolutely.
Barty sort of sidles up next to her. He has his like little parasol, his like little paper parasol, but again, it is like dark blue on the top with the 3 trees. He's like, quite a strong showing, sissy.
Just an average outing. How are you?
Dark blue, I don't know if it's my color. Tell me truly.
The accents work well. You've found a way.
I certainly have. It's always been my way, I suppose.
I'm actually caught. Fuck. I'm actually caught. I like went like this, and my headphones are caught under my chair, and I was like gonna lean in, and it went. Yeah, here we go. But they, yeah. So she looks and she goes. You can see that like there's a sense of she's very comfortable at the moment leading the event.
Of course she is.
And she looks and you see that like a genuine smile, something that you can pick out that most people would not notice. For there are the fake smiles she throws on and the genuine smiles. No one else could tell the difference except for you. And you see a genuine smile creeps on the sides of her mouth as she turns to grab the next weapon.
Good luck, sissy.
Over her, not even over her shoulder, looking straight ahead, she goes, "Good luck." All right. We are up to the second round here. A small target held aloft by a pseudo-dragon flying among a flock of pseudo-dragons. So an entire pseudo-dragon flock is just like flying across the field here about 100 feet away from where the competitors are lining up. And one is holding on to a small target. It is the heavy crossbow longbow option. What does Barty reach for?
Oh, definitely the heavy crossbow. He reaches for old Betsy.
Old Betsy. Here we go.
Which is his crossbow.
Incredible. We're going to start at the top with Sir Laird Robin. Laird Robin getting a +5. The Miss Amaranta Dennington getting +5. And Fesdia getting +4. Right on. I'll roll for Robin. It's not going well.
Tell me when you're ready, Liam.
Yep, go ahead. It's for Amaranta.
Amaranta rolls 16 on the dice +5 for a 21.
Dude, she is not slowing down, is she?
No, she is not.
All right. Amaranta with a 21 on the die. And Fesdia?
16 on the die +4 for a 20.
Dude, this is why they're the top seeds. Or at least why two of them are. Laird Robin misses wide. And now he is back down to 1 point total across 2 rounds.
Wow.
Damn.
Of course, Lady Amaranta, no question.
Is he hungover today too?
He is very hungover, as is tradition.
As is tradition.
He's from Scarefell. He's drunk. He's not hungover.
He's not even hungover. He just didn't go to bed last night.
He is a laird. Not only that, he's a fucking the son of a son of a Fjallir, the Stavanger, which is like the fucking he's a leader's like a clan leader's representative's kid's kid. This dude is always drunk. He lives in a steady state of drunk.
Does his shot hit one of the other pseudo dragons in the flock? So it's just like a pseudo dragon hitting the ground, or does it not even hit anybody in the flock?
I mean, the pseudo dragons are smart enough. They're seeing these fucking arrows coming. They are. It's like it's disappointing. It's not even like he just hit one or whatever, like aimed for the wrong target. No, it just. Yeah. We have. Cool. Amaranta, though, scoring a 21 is going to get her on the middle ring for 2 points. That brings her up to 7 total points. And Fesdia, with a 20, is also going to get on the middle ring, bringing her up to 4 points total. So both very good show there, hitting the middle ring of the target that is flying around within a flock, giving the key from Philosopher's Stone, like trying to find that one
Yeah.
key.
Yeah.
We have Jace and Yorn and the lady, Caitlin Crosley. So Jace is +4. Yorn is a +3. And Caitlin is a +3. Is that right? 5, 5, 4,
Yeah.
4. Yeah.
That was +4
for Jace, 3 for Yorn, 3 for Caitlin. Oh, sorry. No, that's right. That's right. 4 for Jace, 3 for Yorn, and 3 for Caitlin.
Right.
So,
I'm ready when you are.
Let's do it.
Caitlin rolled a 7 on the dice, +3 for a 11.
11.
No, 10.
Oh my gosh. Okay, 10 for Caitlin.
Ooh.
And Yorn?
Yorn rolled a 10 on the dice, +3 for a total of 13.
All right. Well, Jace is going to be coming back here. Rolled a 17 +4, so that's a 21. A little bit more respectable here. Okay. So Caitlin, it being a little bit further away, a little bit more challenging, misses just a bit, and the arrow flies through the flock, not hitting anything. Still at 2, still competing. Yorn here. Yorn does hit barely, just gets on the outer ring, lands it. It's kind of like angled, when you hit a target at like just the worst angle. Yeah, and it's like slightly off, and you're like, man, any bit further that wouldn't have done it. This caught just like that. So Yorn's sitting pretty at 4 points, currently tied for second. Jace getting on the board here with a 21 does hit the middle ring as well, meeting 2 of the previous arrows, and that's going to bring him up to 2 points total. Okay, we've got 2 more competitors here. We have Lavessa with a +2 and Sir Bartholomew Dennington.
Let's go. 19 on the dice, +8 is a 27.
A 27. We do love to see it. You absolutely love to see it.
We love to see it.
Okay, and Lavessa got
Nat 1.
a nat 1.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
We do have our first pseudo dragon hit the ground.
Oh no!
With a nat
What a
1,
faux pas.
Lavessa fucking snags the. It's not just like a pseudo dragon close to the target. It's way off. There is a pseudo dragon chilling on a post that's like, I don't want to go fly, and she pulls out her bow, and it almost feels like in a fit of rage or anger or disdain for where she's at currently, that she just aims, fires, and knocks a dragon out. Done. The crowd not pleased with it. Absolutely not okay with this. Like a lot of concern here. But then Bartholomew Dennington comes up, pulls out old Bessie. Is he frozen? Am I frozen? Oh, there you go. Sorry. I was like, yeah.
No.
How would you like to approach?
Yeah. So, I mean, what's coming to mind is that he is sort of watching just the target for a moment and seeing that the flock is moving like it's a long sequence of a pattern, but there is a pattern to the way in which they move. And he knows this because he's watched his birds a lot, that there's like, once they start flying, there actually is a pattern within how they flock. So like, okay, so I just need to watch for this pattern because it's there. And he's able to track that, like, there's a moment where there's a turn to like back to the center. And he's like, okay, great. So he like actually waits a little longer than anybody else has. And to the point that you can feel other people's energies of like, are you going to shoot or what? But he like waits for that moment of the turn, and like actually doesn't even aim at the target. He aims sort of like in the center, and as the target comes through, the arrow lines up and knocks in.
With a 27. Bullseye. Currently, that is 5 points for the round. And Barty Dennington is the leader through 2 rounds, moving forward and just passing Miss Amaranta.
He gives a polite little nod to his sister.
She does catch this. As you nod, you realize that she's been lingering. She doesn't look at people. She doesn't like sit there and watch people. She watches people, but she doesn't like stare. You've watched her.
Yeah.
You caught her lingering.
And honestly, that is the thing that tickles Barty the most. Like seeing, he comes from like all of his life up until very recently, in the last couple of years, has been like composure and rules and politeness and like this like very subtle dance, and it always brings him a lot of joy to see his siblings in particular like be human for a moment before like the mask comes back on. So like it really delights him that like he sees his sister sort of like with this like wide-eyed like, oh shit.
Yeah. And there is a sense that comes over Barty where it's like, this is someone who is like, I follow the rules. I follow, what we're brought up to be. I will succeed. There is a plan. I follow the plan.
Yeah.
I achieve the result. She's just witnessed someone who not just didn't follow the plan, but is now openly, like flagrantly opposing the plan.
Yeah.
With everything in the Greenwood right now, of course, that like she's aware of this, and it's better than what she just did. That's frustrating.
Yeah.
And now we're on to the final round. It is a longbow. It is at the very end of the longbow's reach. 2 riders on horseback hold aloft banners with the competitors' colors. Each rider is in magically padded armor with padding on their mount. And they ride 600 feet down the field from where you are stood. There is, that is what we're at. The DC has increased. So we'll roll for Laird Robin, Miss Amaranta Dennington, and Fezdia Abadi.
Rolling at disadvantage, right?
Yes, indeed.
Damn. Ouch. Oh, I'm ready when you are.
Okay. Hit me up.
A 4 and a 9. So 4 plus 5, 4 and 9 for Amaranta Dennington.
9.
Ooh. 9.
Okay, Amaranta. Yeah. And Jace got, Fezdia got?
Fezdia got a 6 and a 14, so a 6 plus 4 for 10.
Round 3 is where it's tough. Round 3, we've got 2 misses. Just landing in the grass next to the riders. Amaranta's arrow falls short. She ends with 7 points. Fezdia's arrow goes long. She ends with 4 points. Laird Robin aims fires and actually hits on the horse's flank of his colors. All the horse, by the way, again, all of the riders riding are hoisting the colors of each individual competitor. So there are 8 riders out there with 8 different banners. You're trying to hit your banner, not just someone else's banner.
Yeah.
And I will say, actually, I'm gonna retcon something that I just said. Robin hits the horse that's flying the banner of Scarfell there, the People's Mountain. So getting 1 point there and bringing their total up to 2. They are out of contention for a podium spot. But Amaranta fires and misses her horse, but hits the Kirindel horse.
Oof.
Not pleased with that one. She like, there is a pause as she realizes what has happened, and she doesn't even wait to see the rest of this. She just turns and walks away.
As she's turning, Barty's like, "Amy, wait!" And like runs up to her. Is like, I would like to see you outside of this. Is that a possibility?
She looks at you. The battle is still going in the Greenwood. Father's watching me.
So is it Father's will, or is it yours keeping you away from me?
Let us speak after the tour.
Wish me luck.
Good luck, Barty.
He puts his hand on her shoulder and then turns back.
As you turn back, you see 3 more arrows being loosed. Yorn and Caitlin, let's roll for them. Yorn and Caitlin getting a +3, Jace getting a +4, all rolling at disadvantage. Woo, yeah, I'm rolling hot today.
Caitlin gets a 2 on the dice, so 5 total.
Damn, Caitlin. The lady.
The lady.
Yorn got a 12 on the dice, +3 for 15.
Nice. So, DC was up. We are going to see 2 more horses' flanks meeting arrows, or arrows meeting horses' flanks. Jace finishes with 3. Yorn finishes with 5. The lady Caitlin Crossley nailed it on the first one. 2 misses following. Comes out with 2 points total. We come down to our final 2 competitors. Levessa of the People's Mountain and Sir Bartholomew Dennington.
Uh, 10 on the dice, +8 for 18.
18.
A
Okay.
natural 20 and an 11. So 11 plus
Wow.
2 for 13.
13.
You hate to see it.
You do
You hate to see
it.
it on a disadvantage roll.
Here's what I will say. I think now is the time as well for Barty to get that.
To get that?
So, Alex, do you agree?
Oh, yeah.
I feel So
Yeah, now's the time.
now's the time. In this moment, you hear something. You feel like you're decked out in the Kirindel colors,
Mm-hmm.
and for a moment, you look up into the crowd, thinking about what you will. Um, but your sister just walked away
Right.
after she was leading the event, and looking up into the crowd, seeing the banners of Kirindel right next to the banners of the West Marchers, like these two things that are being coincided. And you look down, you take aim, and you see like on your sleeve where you've decked out yourself with like the logos and whatnot, like the race car. And you see this, and you feel a sense of like you are not. You have stepped away from your family. You have built a name for yourself. And not only have you built a name for yourself, and people have trusted you, you've found family in the West Marchers, you've found purpose outside. It's not just that. Other people have taken note of you. There are those with like the gulls in the stands. You see like the like Hulk hand version of the gauntlets for Val, and you've seen the brooms for Aurelian, like those cheaper brooms and whatnot. You've seen the cloak for Barty, or not for Barty, sorry, for Von Mar, and
Von Mar.
Yep, and you see with your like you've seen little kids like kind of fluttering around with gulls and like marionette gulls that they're going around with and things, and it's like all of a sudden you start seeing gulls fluttering around as well as banners. So somebody has put like a gull on top of a stick to like flutter it around the banner. And this has inspired you. Barty, roll a d12 and add it to your total.
Oh my god, a d12?
Yeah, this is from Kirindel.
Barty is brought to tears. Let's do this d12. +7.
+7, so a 25 total.
Yeah.
With a 25, Barty gets into the center ring. Not quite a bullseye, but the closest that anyone has done at this level. And gets an additional 3 points.
Yes.
It's not even close. The final scores. With 2 points at the bottom of the rankings, Laird Robin, the Lady Caitlin Crossley, and Lavessa of Scarefell. With 3 points, last year's champion, Sir Jace Canthar, Knight of the Crown's Guard. With 4 points, Fesdia Abadi, Nuncio to the West Marchers. 5 points, and in third place, Jorn Salveson of the Silver Pass, representing the Sun Peaks. Second place, with 7 points, Miss Amaranta Dennington, daughter of Sir Denisil Dennington III. And with first place, with 11 points, far surmounting anyone else in the event, Sir Bartholomew Dennington of the West Marchers.
Very cool. Is there like a medal or a trophy or what is presented to a winner at a Tour de Xerdani? Like what ceremonial thing?
It is the golden arrow. That is, sorry, not golden, because this is the Gleaming Realm. This is the crystal arrow that is gifted.
Great. So, may I add some flavor?
Yes, please.
Cool. So Barty looks at this crystal arrow. It's like much lighter than other arrows that he's used. Even I think the feathers on the end are also made of crystal, but they are feather-like. Like he sort of runs his hands through it, and it is still crystalline, but like you get it. He's like, okay. So there's like a longbow behind him, and he like takes it and points it straight up and fires it. And there's like a shock to the crowd, but his gulls fly down. And there's this point where it sort of almost goes out of view, and then they come back down, and you see the gulls are sort of like passing it back and forth between them, almost like a stick game of some kind. Like some of them have it in their beak, and then they drop it because they got knocked in by another gull, and another one picks it up by their little like talons, and so they're like playing with it, and eventually Gumbo drops it out of his beak, and it lands back in Barty's hand, and so he puts it into. He like sort of like actually no, this is what he does. He does like the tip of the hat, but he like does it with
The arrow
the crystalline arrow itself, and then he walks out.
Absolutely incredible.
That has to be a show, of course.
Incredible. That is the end of the Nobles Archery event, with the winner being the West Marcher, Sir Bartholomew Dennington.
And remember, for all of your shopping needs, Kirindale.
Kirindale.
He has to do some sort of advert at the very end.
Yes. For a getaway up north, Kirindale.
Yeah. Barty, what are you gonna do next? I'm going skiing at Kirindale.
Yes. The northern, incredible. And there we are. Okay, so that is the end. Thanks again for playing with us, folks, and congratulations to Barty Dennington.